This is the New Eden update for Thursday, February 25th, 2016. It's the second time I've done it this year. I'm Wiggles, and here's a roundup of a few stories from around New Eden. We start today over at thematani.com with some news of 3 developers who are leaving CCP. Quote, CCP Scarpia, lead game design for EVE Online, has left CCP Games. CCP Eterbium, senior game designer for EVE Online, will depart at the end of March, and CCP Fox4, technical designer for EVE Online, will leave in June. Scarpia joined CCP in 2004 and has worked on the EVE collectible card game World of Darkness and EVE Online. His most recent work was on Project Discovery, the Human Protein Atlas minigame in EVE which produces data for thousands of medical research groups. Eterbium joined CCP around 2008 and worked on the serious industry changes, the ship identification tree, new destroyers, Tiericide, certificates, and many other things. As a member of Team Game of Drones, he is currently working on bringing citadels to Eden and new EVE structures. Fox4 joined CCP in 2012 and has worked on Dust 514 and EVE Online. He is best known for his work on Supercur-induced nanocoatings or skins and Crest. CCP Fox4 was instrumental in rebooting the stalled third-party EVE Online developer program within CCP. Without his efforts, some of the third-party tools today that EVE players use would not exist. It's a sad day, I will say this, to see them go, but good luck to them in whatever they choose to do next. Next we go to Crossing Zebras for a post titled Additive Initiative in the Farms and Fields, or how I found EVE to save myself from the grind and hope EVE saves itself. Breaks boat, you could hear DBRB is a response for me playing EVE Online today. I played EVE in 2009 because I'd heard about EVE's no grind leveling system, which really appealed to me. But after a few months of playing and doing Drake ratting, which were in my corp, I realised that the grind wasn't the experience, it was the gold, or ISK in this case. And it just wasn't for me. Growing up in the 90s, I got to experience some of the great old school mods like Gemstone 3, long before EverQuest or World of Warcraft brought grinding into gaming masses. I burnt out on a static offense / attack rat / stance defense, and had vowed not to spend my time grinding anymore. Around the time Asakai was in the news, I happened to be glancing through the MMO/HMO subsection of the Something Awful forums, and not an area I'd often read. I saw the EVE thread and remembered how Asakai had piqued my interest again, but thought back to the Drake ratting. Still, I popped in, mentioned it to my then issues, and was informed, oh, you can train in this particular ship, it's called an Ishtar, and you just have to set up your drones and they will do the work for you. I thought, well, I suppose I can play for a month and see if I enjoy it. Game developers have some latitude to force people to change, but you can't force people to not have children anymore, or just not to be in a place in their life where they're not spending 100% of your focus to manage a game account which doesn't burn you out in 30 minutes or less. CCP has stumbled into a happy accident in space now, where there are copious targets for people who are happy, to be targets because it fits their lifestyle. Pray that they don't unintentionally get empty space and less diverse group of subscribers because they decide to cater to the only subset of vocal EVE players. Now this is actually a really good write-up. I do recommend reading the whole thing. This was excerpts from it. Really, really good. Really, really good. CCP Falcon passes on the sad news that the Evilerpedia is shutting down as of the 29th of February this month. So, in a few days. Quote, after careful consideration, whilst planning the upgrade to Tranquility, we have decided to discontinue the Evilerpedia as of the announced extended downtime on Monday 29th of February. With the introduction of the new help center and the ever-developing Flight Academy project from our customer support team, as well as the amazing and far more up-to-date player-run wikis which are out there, such as the EVE University wiki or the Brave Newbies wiki, plus the availability of much more up-to-date information statically from the EVE universe via Crest, we feel that Evilerpedia's lifecycle has run its course and now it is time to move on from hosting it. The Evilerpedia also contains a significant amount of prime, fiction and official backstory reference material that has been worked on both by CCP and a fantastic ISD Mercury division. This will be relocated to a new home over the course of the next couple of months, so that all the players that have read and access to it and the ISD Mercury can continue to contribute in developing prime fiction and backstory for the EV universe. Just on a quick note, you can download the entire of the wiki if you wish to keep a record of it. And a quick reminder that tonight, the 07 show is live at 2000 GMT, so in about half an hour of this recording. So make sure you can catch it on Twitch to see what Mr. G and his crew have in store for you. Elsewhere in EVE-related content, new blog posts are out from Noisy Gamer with a great write-up on the ongoing war between SMA and PL, and Sugar Carl with a post titled Careless Whispers. Nothing new on the podcast front as of yet, but a reminder that the Prosper Market Show airs tonight on Twitch from 0300 game time. Plex prices in the Forge region are registering an average traded price of 1,202 million ISK so far today, which is up from yesterday's closing of 1.2 billion dead. The top buy order in GT right now is 1.192 billion, and sell orders are starting at 1,208 million. Extractors are trading at 281 million ISK, down from yesterday's average of 284 million, and buy orders are starting at 277 and sell orders are starting at 280 million for extractors. Skill injectors, however, are trading at 263 million average, which is down again from yesterday's average of 635 million. Buy orders for injectors are starting at 629 and sell orders are starting at 639 million ISK. Thank you to everyone who has decided they get a little bit of value from this show and decided to give a little bit back. You can do that by going to patreon.com/wiggles, and if you feel like you have $1, £1, €1, some yen, any spare money, if you feel like chucking it in, if you can do, and you get some value out of this show, or even totaleve.com, decide chucking it this way. It helps run the cost of the servers and everything else. And I do understand that not everyone can actually support monetarily. There is one thing you can do. Go out there, tell your friends, your court mates, your alliance mates about the show, or totaleve.com, or even better, link us on social media, newedenupdate.com, and tag 3 friends in it and tell them check this show out. Could be interesting. I'm broadcasting this live on Twitch, as you can see right now, and it goes to YouTube, so thank you for watching this, or watching it live, or catching it on video on demand afterwards. Let me know how you think about this is going, and that will, well, give me some feedback and help me, cater the show. Whether you want guests, a little bit more, a little bit less, let me know. This has been the New Eden Update for Thursday, February 25th, 2016. Our email address is feedback@newedenupdate.com, and you can leave comments in the show blog, which is newedenupdate.com. You can send us a tweet on the old Twitters at New Eden Update. I do also encourage you to set your browser thing, whatever you want, Chrome, Firefox, whatever, over to totaleve.com, where you can check out all the latest headlines, the podcast, the blog posts, and the other information from Reddit and the dev posts and the CSM posts that are on the forums. That address again, totaleve.com. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Wiggles, and thank you very much for listening.